Computer. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm super excited. It's Fridays with Lenny, Lenny the legend. Lenny is a good friend of ours, an Isogenics millionaire. He is so passionate about Isogenics and especially the Forever Pack. And he jumps on Fridays and shares his wisdom with us. He's in California and we love him. So let's give him some love. Hey, Lenny.
We do, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
So
hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me loud and clear, Rachel?
Loud and clear, Lenny. Loud and clear.
We love our Australian team. We talk about you guys all the time. And Rachel, I just want to honor your leader right now. Rachel, you are a gift to our company. And you know, the way your mind works and how much you love and care about your team, it is so evident, and you just are blessing us all so much. And so much of what I'm going to teach you, I keep learning things from you. And so thank you. Thank you for being part of the movement and saying yes to the Forever Pack.
Thank you, Lenny. Thank you so much. And it's my team. They're amazing. It's our team. They're phenomenal. Yeah. So
that's really cool. Well, I'm so excited to talk about a couple of things today with you that have been downloading to me as we've been doing call after call after call, and people are lighting up with this Forever Pack here in the United States, all over the United States. I know there too. And I want to, Rachel, would you check and see if Angel ever does join us? Because she was maybe going to join us. I'd send her the link. And then when she does, I want her take on this too, because she's really rocking with this and some things you've helped her with. But, you know, last week we really talked about the welcome call and the place for this welcome call. And just as Dave MacArthur has figured out how to remove the grievances, I call them obstacles, there were a lot of reasons why people said no before to Isogenics. So one by one, we've all been on this mission to take away all the no's, so we're left with a yes. Isn't that cool? And so we took away the confusion, replaced it with simplicity. We took away the big cost and replaced it with affordability. It's delicious, it's easy, it's simple, it's just all these things, right? And we've got all the science to back it. So just as if we've taken away all these grievances to get someone to say yes to the Forever Pack, the three-way call has morphed into this absolute, just so beautiful, because it used to be clunky and hard to get on a three-way call, and we took away the obstacles. And so now the wording really is about when you enroll someone, you say to them, hey, on our team, we do welcome calls. Now just write that verbiage down and say it, because it's a posture thing. It's a confidence thing. On our team, when you get started, we do welcome calls. And because we want to set you up for the very best success. And that is so profound that we're going out of our way. We're all going to invest some time into this new person to set them up for their best success. And they're really, I've got them dialed into about 15 minutes, even with questions, about 15, never more than about 20 for a welcome call. And we added something that Rachel taught Angel, that Angel taught me, and I'm going to teach you. And Rachel's like, what did I teach everybody? So you're going to find out in a minute. But back to this idea that on the welcome call on our team, you know, we do welcome calls, and because we want to set you up for your very best success. I have two openings. Which one would you like? Because you're looking at your calendar, like really just dial it in and already know when your mentor can be doing these, or whoever's helping you with a welcome call. Already have that dialed in for the availability, so that when you tell that person that I have two openings, they take one. Okay. So then we already kind of talked really about this, and we're going to be getting the my 7 steps to a welcome call. Remember, write this down if you haven't yet. It's never too late for a welcome call. It's never too late for a welcome call. Like, it doesn't matter, but ideally, lately, today even, I had a call with this lady. I think that's going to rock and be a builder, but she missed 6 days. She started the Forever Pack and she measured, she noticed there was a measuring tape. And she's like, I wonder if they want me to make my own clothes. You know, maybe I should just make my own clothes with that. I wonder. She wasn't coached properly. And I even think I said the word damn it on the welcome call, but she was already so excited because since she did measure 6 days late, then she'd already lost 4 inches around her tummy, which she was ecstatic about. But damn it, we probably missed another 6 inches. I just want to slap it, right? And so the best time to do the welcome call is before they get their box. But again, I'm going to say comma, ... and it's never too late to do a welcome call because of the power of it. Okay. But the sooner the better. I just wanted to say that. So we really went through the steps, and I don't know that I want to go through all the steps again, because I want to get right to something that's so profound. And it's this. So in the welcome call and in the 7 steps to take me to your leader, okay, Rachel, I'm going to have you refer to a document that Dave MacArthur originally gave us. It was one of the only docs at foreverpack.com for a time. It was the 7 steps that take me to your leader. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So Dave introduced me to step 3, which was, hey, if there were 1 or 2 things that you could improve about your health, what would be at the top of your list? I would recommend that you memorize that question for the rest of your life, because it's genius. It is so genius, because it's not just the way we connect with just anyone on the street or someone we met on Facebook, but it's also how I now have step 3 of the forever welcome call. I'm going to ask the new person if there were 1 or 2 things in case they forgot, God forbid, but just in case but if they didn't forget and I'm doing it again, they're really going to nail it, because now it's the second time a human has asked them specifically what they would improve, and they're going to listen. It's genius, right? And I just want to say that I have been doing, okay, so pause that. That's almost always about health. When you're first meeting someone, if you could improve 1 or 2 things about your health, what would be at the top of the list? Listen, write down, take notes. But then on the Freedom Day call, I started asking an entirely different question there. And I know we're kind of morphing into the Freedom Day call because it's all, you guys, the system. We're not going to lose anybody anymore. We're going to help people share it so fast now. I'm so excited about this. But back to this Freedom Day call, the third piece of the Freedom Day call is, if there were 1 or 2 things you could improve about your financial life, what would be at the top of your list? Now that, my friends, is a question worth asking. Health, of course, we have to start there. But the sooner we get to wealth, and then the sooner we get to, oh, and by the way, let's just say like 1 thing financially, maybe 1 thing with your time freedom. Notice how I'm doing this. So I say, now I'm getting into a money thing and a time thing, and everybody's like, oh man, you should see what people say every time. They're like, oh, I don't have any time. I want to spend more time with the people I love, my kids, my husband, my wife. It's crazy right there where people will say that, right? But they don't even, like, why would I ask that question? A Freedom Day call, you can get away with it because we're about to talk about that kind of stuff. But on the health one, it's interesting how people will start to share it. If you just say, like, what's 1 thing you would improve about your health? And what's 1 thing you would improve about any other part of your life? Watch what people say. I've had people saying lately, oh, I want to be more efficient in my life. I'm like, oh, I'm trying not to get too excited as I'm writing. Efficiency? Are you freaking kidding me? That's like, that's the very first testimony that comes on day 1 is time saving. They're going to become more efficient. It's genius, right? And so when you open up that question, you can dial it in. But now I want you to understand something. Listen to whatever they say, no matter what question you ask. Listen, right. When they pause, breathe, and say, thank you for sharing. That's got to be the first thing out of your mouth. Thank you for sharing. Because they just got vulnerable. If they said they want to lose 10 pounds, that's vulnerability 101. Brene Brown, hello, we're already opening the door. We're listening to their vulnerability. So thank them for being vulnerable, but then get super excited. And I have a new thing, and it was inspired by Australia. And I used to say, that's a telomere issue, and no longer do I do that. And here's why. Because it's not. It's a forever pack issue. Everything's a forever pack issue. And I'm about to tell you why, because this is so genius right here. So no matter what their goal for health was, it's a forever pack issue. Okay? Because it's the 1-2 punch. It's the greatest simple 1-2 punch for your health in the history of our world, because you have isogenesis and you have a shake. And so when you think about any health issue, it's going to come down to a telomere issue, which we do know, but it's also a lack of mineral issue and a lack of branched chain amino acid issue. It's certainly a lack of delivery system issue. So without going into too much detail, I'm just saying, when you think about the fact that between these two products, this is the best of the plant kingdom, because it's 30 of the most potent, powerful botanical plants in the history of the world that are going to support your telomeres or your cells, whatever you get to say. So we got the best of the plant kingdom, but then we got the best of the rock and mineral kingdom. Because John Anderson, before he was whispering to plants, he was talking to rocks. This is so important, right? He's the mineral man. He figured out how to get the organic minerals that are found in rocks into a food that could be absorbed by our body. So any health issue is going to be affected by the Forever Pack forever. And there's no better way to alkalize your body in the whole wide world than the 1-2 punch of Isa-G and a shake a day. I mean, this is just genius. So again, the Forever Pack has 3 components. This is why this gets so exciting, Rachel. This is why I'm so lit up about this right now, because there's 3 components. There's the best of the plant kingdom. Okay, hold on, I got to get this other one. It's 3 things. It's the best of the plant kingdom, pure plants in a vegan gel cap, 4-day, change your destiny. It's the best of the rock and mineral kingdom, because John Anderson, before he was whispering to plants, he was talking to rocks, and he figured out how to get the minerals in this shake. And it tastes delicious. Wait till I tell you what I just had for my shake. So good. So good. Okay. So, and I gave the hokey pokey to Rhonda Collier, so I need another one. So we need to talk about that. But so there's 2 things, right? So we got the 1-2 punch, but there's a third. Because of what if they said they needed more money? What if they were strapped for cash? What if they had no time because their job was squeezing the life out of them? Well, guess what? It's not just the best of the plant kingdom, and it's not just the best of the mineral and rock kingdom. Hello, it's the best of the residual income kingdom forever. It is the best of the financial answer. When you get that the Forever Pack, all they need to do is look into it long enough to see the geometric progression in numbers and see how that is about to change their stars. And so we start. So the way Rachel has changed the Forever Welcome Call is step 7 that I'm so excited about. I'm just writing the rest of it tonight. Here it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. So it's the new step 7 of the whole welcome call, which I'm going to give you guys a PDF so you'll have it, but I'm calling it the gratitude principle. It's the
Lenny, you're like, oh yeah, we got you. We got you.
How about now? Okay. I'm so excited about this. I swear I am so excited about this because I did a Forever Pack op meeting 2 weeks ago with Emily Vavra in Santa Monica, Los Angeles, California. There was a lot of people in the room that lead with Value Pack, and I called it Ropes, Rocks, and Circles. And I'm pretty sure it's about to revolutionize 3 countries, the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. It's going to revolutionize. It's rocks, it's ropes, rocks, and circles. And let me tell you what I mean by that. So I just brought a couple of rocks from my house, and I bought some rope at Home Depot, and I stood up there and we showed the 3-minute video, because anyone can show a video. We showed the 3-minute video from Dr. Bill Andrews, and then I said ropes. And I showed him what a telomere is, and I just said I learned how to do this. I cut it and I put the tape on it, And I just showed him right there. It took like 5 minutes, and I was talking telomeres. It was the best of the plant kingdom. And I did my whole plant kingdom. That's where it came. And then I said, but before he was whispering to those, he was talking to rocks. And then I do the shake thing. But then we do circles. And that's when I asked Casey to send me a video of an 8-year-old girl drawing the circles to manage her, because it's revolutionary. It's revolutionary that we have this ability. And so on the new step 7, I'm going to go back to the gratitude principle. 100% money back if you're not grateful. Grateful for what? Grateful for your testimony, your new testimony that it worked. You know, and you're going to have right away a time-saving testimony, a money-saving testimony, because I want everybody to have a jar by their blender, putting in the money of the difference between the shake and the meal they would have had that would have made them horribly upset, crying, self-esteem tanks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, right? And so here it is. When you're grateful, so we're doing something so genius in this gratitude principle. We're saying if you're not grateful, you get your money back. So since no one gets their money back, what does that make them? It makes them grateful. And the principle states that when you're fully grateful, you share. So the question is, when you're grateful, would you share it with the people you love and care about? Now, I've got 100% of the time, 100% of the time, yes, they would share if they're grateful. So we got that covered. So then we say, and then on the 3-way call today, I said, because of Rachel, okay, so here's the deal. Your leader, and it was Angel in this case, I said, Angel's going to show you how you can eat for free and beyond. She's going to show you how you can get $620 plus a $25 product coupon for $645 US. She's going to show you that. And then we just show the circles, you guys. It's so genius. I mean, Casey had that little 8-year-old girl do it, and we showed that at the meeting. And then Rhonda Collier did the circles, the 100 BD pack. There's never a thing. And I just want to make this point again, and you guys, Rachel, I mean, I think you built your dynasty on helping people become consultants. And just going consultant is $170 plus the $25 product coupon. So it's $195. And really, that's really close to the raw cost of the Forever Pack. And so for the first time in history of Isogenics, our corporate attorneys are allowing Kathy Coover to pull the trigger and say, you can eat for free. And because before it involved too much, it involved probably almost cycling, which it's a lot to cycle, but it's not a lot to share it with your 2 best friends, your 2 accountability partners, like boom, boom, you know, and get it going. So they should have had that talk to them the first time by the leader. By the time we get to the welcome call, it would be really awesome if I asked the question, do you know how to get to eat for free? Has your leader showed you that? And they go, oh, yes. You tell 2, and then they tell you, and they're like, oh my gosh, could you imagine the new person telling the mentor how to get 645? I mean, that's what we're going to create, that kind of a culture. Because really, from the welcome call to the Freedom Day call, there's a chunk of time in there where the leader has some work to do. They need to do, make sure they know how to do their ISA Life app, that they got on the ISA Body Challenge, that they learned about the circles. They have to watch, I say the penny doubled. They should do the penny doubled. They should watch the Dave MacArthur longer version of what it means to flip a rock, if they could flip a rock with a red sticker, where they know about the Don Fela, because on that same napkin, we can so easily say, look, if you could show 2 people how to show 2 people the Forever Pack, that's eating for free every month for the rest of your life. But if you could show 3 who show 3, that's about $700 a month. But if you could show 4 who tell 4, that's about $2,000 residual. Hello. That's what I made as a high school teacher after 6 years of college of my life. Hello. But if you could show 5 who could show 5 who could show 5, the Forever Pack model, that's $5,000 a month residual. I'm going to go ahead and say that's a lot of people's Freedom Day. That's what we're talking about. So the more we talk about ropes, rocks, and circles, the better. And that's what this is really all about, because you've lit a fire under us, Rachel. I mean, just you telling Angel, teaching her that, and taking your time to call her and talk to her, and then her downloading that to me, because I was thinking, I don't know if I want to rush into talking about circles before they have a testimony. Bull. Stop it. The most, your wording is so genius, the way at least Angel delivered it to me, how I think you delivered it to her, and you can correct me right now, but basically you talked about the best of the plant kingdom, the best of the rock and mineral kingdom, and then you say, oh, and the best part, Isagenix really wants you to eat for free, or something like that. Rachel, I mean, genius.
Yeah, we talk about, like, so we really want to encourage people to talk about getting their products for free before they've even started. And then once they've started, talk about getting some people for accountability to join them. And then on the welcome call, that's what I was discussing, wanted to check with you, you know, can we really broach that even more, and actually draw it for them? And when it's a third party, they just receive it so much better. If they're open. If they're not open to it, you don't. You're asking them.
Yeah, but the genius that you're bringing back to this, because I remember when I went millionaire so fast, it freaked me out. And it was all because I was getting consultants because of this 9-day system that we had. And they were just getting consultants and getting consultants and getting consultants. So we didn't even have this. I mean, it was a $10 PIB, nothing else, and a $50 consultant. So I guess that was $70. That was cool. Actually, that was cool. But now we got to reinvent this. We got to bring it back, because that really is, even if they don't want it, now the seed has been planted, right? That they could be getting it, you know, even though, you know, the money jar really does set up someone to realize they're saving money. Saving money and earning money are two different things. So saving money is going to happen no matter what. Earning money, that's a whole new world by just drawing a few circles. So practice. You know, Dave MacArthur issued a challenge, and I would love you guys to do the same thing on the Forever Pack Facebook. Let's all videotape like ourselves drawing out the circles, like either do a live in there or like do a video and put it in there, because you don't earn the right to have an opinion about this whole system until you've done it 10 times. That's what my earliest mentor, Don Nooner, second millionaire in Isagenix, taught me. You don't have an opinion until you've done something 10 times. So like really explain it 10 times, and you could start doing it on, you know, where we started getting the idea was when you're at a bar or a restaurant, you just take that little cocktail napkin, that square, and it's so fun and easy to do. Like, and you get better and better at doing it. And the more you do it, the better you get. It's just a practice, right, Rachel?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all in the way you approach it, in the posture. Like, it's, money is not evil. It's not bad. Isagenix is so, like, the other thing is Isagenix is so grateful for them sharing it with their family and friends. Isagenix want to pay you. They're grateful. So yeah. And
so you guys, I just want you to see that, you know, I want to talk this through right now, because we've had a couple of times together, and I want to do another one next Friday, because here's the thing. This is all new. We're simplifying the system around the simplification of the Forever Pack. It's genius. So what we're able is, it's always a series of educational exposures. All of Isagenix is a series of educational exposures. That's always what it will be. And basically, we're just kind of like, that's all of you. This is just another of a series of educational exposures. So education is really what we're about. We got to educate people about telomeres and plants and how they play together, this role. We got to educate people about the lack of minerals in our soils and how we can fix that. And then we got to educate people on how they can get it for free. And then gently, you know, bring them into the next part of the idea that, wow, this could be more. Because we all went through that, you know, as we're flipping over rocks. If you understand that terminology, right? We flip over a rock and ask them if they're ready to get started. We got to remember we were flipped once too. We were a rock just sitting there. We got flipped. And then we had to say yes, no, or maybe we all said yes to the golden question. And so remember now, we are here. And so we're just trying to simplify the system. So again, it's 1, 2, 3 to get them to flip the rock, welcome call. And then in that time zone between a welcome call and a Freedom Day call, that's where you, the leader, that's where the work of network marketing is. You want to make sure that they have everything they need. They want to make sure that, you know, we don't have to spend time product coaching anymore. I mean, that really happened at the time of enrollment, but by the time we do a welcome call, they're going to know that there's this 4 ISOG. You can't overdose. If you don't take 2 in the morning, take all 4 at night, for goodness sake. And then I always play the new little idea that on the welcome call, I say, you know, I said, I found that it's not a diet or anything, but I started craving healthy food, but I still have a sweet tooth. So at night, would you mind if I gave you my recipe for a chocolate peanut butter milkshake? And I just say it like that, right, on the welcome call. And they're like, yeah, everybody's freaking out. So I say, it's 8 ice cubes, and only 6 ounces of water, a scoop of peanut butter that's natural, my favorite, Santa Cruz, and then a healthy portion of the chocolate, any flavor chocolate, from chocolate mint to chocolate anything in my world. Blend it until the blender starts to freeze up, and I'd make the noise. I go, and everybody laughs because everybody seems to know that universal sound. You unscrew it, you take it off, you flip it upside down. If nothing comes out, you did it right. You flip it back correctly, you grab your spoon, and it takes 10 minutes to eat the most delicious chocolate peanut butter milkshake ever. Zero guilt. And I'm promising you that step 2 of the Forever Pack is 2 shakes a day. So planting in their mind this milkshake idea for dinner is so genius, because when you do that, it satiates your body. You go to bed, your digestive system stays off, you sleep like a baby, wake up with more energy. There must be really something to this whole Forever Pack thing. You guys, it's so simple, right? This is so simple. So after we do that 3-way welcome call, you got to help them figure out their testimony of saving time, saving money, improving their health. That's that. And then that leads them to the Freedom Day call. Once they've shown interest in, I want to even do more than get my products paid for. They watch the geometric progression of the penny doubling. They watch a video from Dave MacArthur. You help them get going on the ISA Life app and the ISA Body Challenge. And then boom, we get onto a Freedom Day call. It's after the Freedom Day call that you, the leader and the mentor, can kind of have a little powwow and see where that path for that person's going to be. Is it going to be a happy product user? Check, check. Is it going to be a grateful sharer? Check. Is it going to be a beyond grateful builder? Check, check, check. Like we hold hands with product users, we lock arms with business builders, because, you know, we can either go slow, medium, or fast. The universe says all speeds are the same, so we should just go fast, Kathy Cooper says, and Rachel says, and Angel says, and everybody says, right? Why not? So Rachel, I just think this is such a great thing to be talking about, because we're starting to see the whole system, and then we can find out who our leaders are, because we're all after the same thing. 10 rock stars, 5 rock stars on your left, 5 rock stars on your right, makes you executive, and that's your team you run with. You continue to recruit, but now you're really building with those 10, and that's where it gets juicy and fun, and you're doing home parties together, and you're doing calls together, you're getting to know each other, you're making money together, you're changing the world together. That's what this is about. So this whole system, the 7 steps, get to what I call step 7, a leader is born. But you've got to master these 3-way calls. You got to get people getting a testimony. You got to get them on with Rachel about that Freedom Day call, and then we'll know what we're working with, you know, really. So it's just a way that we're developing together, a way to not lose anyone. Before we lost people, I think, because there weren't these steps. There was no Freedom Day call. What the hell's a Freedom? This is brand new, a Freedom Day call. Thank you, Dave MacArthur. You know, and now it's just morphing into this beautiful, simple thing that we're showing people how the Freedom Day call, just so you know, is all about residual income versus linear. That's a great 5-minute conversation that everyone deserves to have. And then you know, you guys should be diving into books like this for sure. Paul Zane Pilzer, The Next Millionaires. Because I mean, the more you get this kind of stuff into your mind, the better. He says there's going to be a millionaire explosion. It's such a great little graph. There's a millionaire explosion happening right now. Oh, and one of my guys, Michael Lance, was named millionaire number 297. One of my dear friends who I coached, Michelle Castle, 298. I don't know who was just named 299, but we're about to name 300. And he says the far masses are coming from two industries, two specific industries in our world. I wonder what those industries are. Well, you should probably read the book and then you can find out, or I can at least tell you the two industries. Shall I? Network marketing and wellness. So if you just had a company that was network marketing, you'd have a good shot at being a millionaire. But if you also had a company that was wellness, you'd have a really good shot at being a millionaire. But where you find the very best of network marketing and the very best of wellness, welcome to Isogen X. I'm telling you, you guys, there has never been an opportunity like this in the history of the world. And that's why the more we know about what's coming, you guys are early. You're so early. Never think that you're not early. But let that early get you excited about getting the word out, because the only reason, I told the lady today, the only reason a professional NFL player in the National Football League in the United States is not on the Forever Pack is one reason and one reason only. They don't know about it. The only reason anyone on this earth does not know about, is not on the Forever Pack, is because they don't know about it. I really believe that with all my heart. It's such a no-brainer, slam dunk. There's nothing else you could possibly do to have this in you. So get excited about what we have, you know, and draw circles, carry ropes. It's funny, we even have like little keychains now made, and people are making necklaces, mala beads. I'm telling you, whatever it takes. I even thought about, what if somebody made a mala bead and on the end of it they had a telomere, like about 2 or 3, and they're like, what are those? And like, oh no, those are telomeres. Do you know if yours are long or short? Conversation piece, right? Who knows, right? I mean, anything to talk about it, right? Anything to talk about it. So, Rach, I'm so excited. We're so grateful for you and your team. You inspire us. I can't wait to see everybody at Celebration. I want a picture and a hug from everybody. It's going to be amazing. So, I think I'm frozen up.
Lenny, can I jump in for a sec? Rach, are you there?
Yeah, Greg, we've got you. We can hear you. This is recorded as well.
Awesome. Hey, I was just thinking when you said that, imagine reaching out to people and saying, hey, have you heard about the Forever Pack? And people are going to say no, right? They're going to say, what is it? It's a way to ultimate health and more income.
Mommy, I don't like the fairy flock.
You know what I've been saying, what the world needs is people that have come alive, right? So what if we just started talking about come alive for free? Come alive for free.
Come alive for free, that's awesome.
The world is divided into two groups, right? People that are lit up and have come alive, and the people that are waiting to light up and come alive. There's only two groups of people. And so since we have come alive and been lit up, it's our responsibility to let our light shine to help other people light up, right? So that's where we're going with this. I love it.
Yeah, that's good. Love it. Thanks, Lenny.
Hey, Lenny, one of the
welcome. I love it. You guys are awesome.
Lenny, one of the I just wanted to share this with you because we're now 1 month in. Lenny, some of the results that these people are getting are off the charts. I'm watching our cleanse page, and some of these girls are in the comments. Just, I've never seen them like this, just chitter-chattering with each other, comparing, and they're like, we're all starting on the same pack, and they're like, there's this different kind of like community. It's I don't know if it's because their entry point is because it was less, and they're just the people are shocked by their own results, and they've never started Isogenics. So it's amazing. Lenny, what I wanted to ask you was, what are some keys to keeping people retained? Auto shipping. Obviously, I love what Laura St. John said the other day. The key to retention is education. And so we are going to be focusing on educating about 100 BV, staying active, getting paid. What other things do you have as keys to people auto shipping, the language they use? I heard Dave MacArthur the other day on a call. It was amazing. He's like, a lot of the time the auto ship gets turned off because of the leader. The leader offers to turn the auto ship off, or gives them that choice, or has something like a mindset thing. They're afraid it's going to go off without the person knowing. What kind of ways are you approaching that auto ship, and that it's a great thing, and that, I can see you writing, so this means you're getting downloads.
Oh my gosh, this is so huge, because this is really a big deal, what we're talking about right now. This is really awesome.
Once someone turns off their auto ship, that's it. They're not turning it back on. So the key is to have them.
So a couple things. Number one, I want you to write down the magic of running out of products. I want you to write that down. The magic of running out of products. I want everybody to understand that in the old days, the reason I knew I was going to be a millionaire is because I had people all the time call me saying, "Hey, Lenny, how's it going?" I'm like, good. What's up? Oh, nothing. Just, you don't have any more of those shakes, do you? I'm like, you mean like the isogenic shakes? Yeah, those. I'm like, well, yeah, for sure. He goes, oh man, is there any way? Like, oh my God, I ran out. And when that happens, they're never going off auto ship for the rest of their life. But in the value pack days, when was the last time you sold a value pack and somebody called you in a panic and said, "Rach, I ran out"? Never happened. It never happened. So auto ship went off because you were always flooded with all these products you didn't really know what to do with. So before I talk about anything else, I want to talk about why such big results on the Forever Pack. Number one reason is it's so simple to do that people actually do it. The compliance is so high that the only thing that would make it not work is not getting it in the body. So for the first time ever, we took away the obstacles to get it in the human body, so it has to work. Hallelujah. And if you do that, they're never going off auto ship. It's over. The only way you can mess it up is you think, you know what, that guy's really big. I'm going to start him off with 2 shakes a day. You go Maverick on us. Leave the pack. I'm just saying, you could do whatever you want, but if you will just see the genius of the reason why people are having the results is because of compliance on the product, not because we're coercing them, because of the ease of implementation. It's freaking genius. Now, once auto ship is turned off, auto ship is always turned off, except with the invention of this new pack, this company called Isogenics invented, called the Forever Pack. Thank you, Dave MacArthur. You can actually go and call old people in your downline, and they'll turn their auto ships back on. In what universe does that happen? Except for in no universes except this one, the ISA universe. Jim Coover and Kathy Coover, Travis Garza, Travis Ogden. Oh, you think they're tracking auto ships being turned back on? It's one of the most genius things that you guys, I saw this coming because of the simplicity, the affordability, the ease of implementation. And so, first of all, never give up on anyone that went off auto ship. Get them back on the Forever Pack right away. Call them and say, would you be willing to revisit Isogenics with me? You see, I found a super simple, completely affordable, seriously delicious, scientifically proven way for it to be back in your life. And so, and I think, Rachel, you're at the core of the reasoning. The core of the reasoning is is where your heart took this whole thing back to circles, back to drawing circles, back to drawing circles. You get someone that makes money. Eric Worre said, I think it's the first 6 months, the retention goes through the roof. You talk about 72 hours to enroll someone, get them to make $1. And if you get them to enroll one person and they get that $10, oh.
You've frozen again, Lenny, but it was a good freeze, guys. Have you got the same freeze image as I do? Like an angel. You froze on the greatest pose. It was like this. It was like, yeah. Okay, we can't hear you. You're on mute, but we can see you, and we probably don't need to hear you to see your passion. Yeah, there we go. Great.
I'm just saying, it's you guys, it's the simplicity of the program that's delivering the results, and it's the simplicity of drawing circles that's going to deliver the new results. Keep it simple. If you can't explain it to an 8-year-old, you don't understand it. And if an 8-year-old can't explain it, it's over. So you guys, I'm just so super stoked about this. I know you guys are making waves around the whole country, the whole earth, down under. It froze up again.
You're fine. You're loud and clear.
Okay. Anyway, I really, I could talk about this all night, but I'd like to answer any other questions. But again, when we set people up the right way on the Forever Pack, then auto ship becomes a moot point. It's like water running downhill, the law of non-resistance. It's on. It's always going to stay on. And then little by little, we're going to introduce people to 2 shakes a day. I think, by the way, day 31, the second order, is probably about the perfect time to introduce 2 shakes a day. I think that's the perfect step now that we've made health a habit of 1 shake a day. So then we can introduce, you guys talk about it as a team, but I say by month 3, you're introducing ionics, greens, e-shots, gently, don't freak anybody out. But then because of all that, and Rachel, maybe you could help us get the amount of money that we have to have by the 90 days, or the 120 days to get the $200 product coupon for Ice a Body Challenge. I mean, that could be a way to introduce people to a lot of cool products, right? The bars, oh my gosh, the fiber snacks. I mean, I'm a lover of all of it, right?
Yeah.
But I think the important thing is the no coaching piece, letting people tell you, and then maybe down the road, I was even thinking, introduce someone to Cleanse for Life. The peach mango is amazing, but just like, like an ounce a night, and start to gently bring that aloe vera inner heart of the aloe vera plant into your system. And then, then say, hey, by the way, we're all going to do a deep 48-hour John Anderson cleanse together, and everyone do that. And then you're doing it together. It's so much more fun that way. Plus, we all need to do it. Right?
I love it. I love it. I just see this just rolling out. Lenny, so we, I know this is recorded. I'm just going to say it. So we've got a seasonal, Isogenics love seasonal shakes, and they love to give us lots of different flavors and varieties in shakes. The challenge is that people stock up and then they turn their auto ships off. So we've actually got a seasonal shake launch next week. The team doesn't know about it. They're just hearing this right now, which is like, I'm like, should I be saying it? It's recorded. They're actually bringing back every single flavor seasonal shake except Hokey Pokey and salted caramel. So I just want to know from a business perspective how we navigate that. Obviously, our builders and our sharers who know 100 BV, who stay on auto ship, who understand the pay, they are going to be fine. But it's reaching the masses, and I know what happens. I know that they're going to go and buy so many shakes, and it's like they're preparing for doomsday, and they, you know, we've got a massive group of people who love these shakes, which is great, and they love variety. How do we navigate that? And like, I mean, like, they stockpile for 6 months, and then I just want to let you know, a lady bought 40 bottles of Isogenesis off me yesterday. That's a whole other story. So the seasonal shakes.
Well,
how do we navigate that?
yeah. So Kate, so what I'm hearing you say.
Oh, you've frozen again. Bye, Lenny. Turn around and you're on mute. You're on mute. Yep. You're still on mute? Hey,
I
so
think I'm going to put my camera off. Okay, real quick. Can you hear me now?
yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
But you can't see me. I think Laura St. John said if you turn your video off, you can hear better. So I just want to say this real quick. That I heard what you said about people stockpiling. I would like you to not throw everyone into that basket. Just be open to that. Some people do that, not everyone necessarily.
Yeah.
But what I would focus on is that there's no one that's not in Isogenics knows about this new shake flavor. So target new people.
Yeah.
New people, whatever that shake flavor is, and just say there's a special, and then do that forever pack system with that shake flavor. Also, Susan Sly and I taught something for years, and it was something Kathy Cooper felt strongly about, and I'm thinking we should make a comeback with it right now. And
all right, we've lost you again. You're on mute. You can just put your camera on. At least we can see you freeze. It's quite funny.
okay. Yeah, I don't. My Wi-Fi. Something's up with my Wi-Fi today, so I'm on my Verizon signal. But we used to teach 3 systems on hand. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm frozen, huh?
No, you're loud and clear.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is, and maybe we can do this again when I have Wi-Fi, but 3 systems on hand, okay? 3 systems on hand. We used to have.
Yeah, Lenny.
Yeah.
We missed that. So we've got 3 systems on hand.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna try this one more time, and because it's frustrating for everybody.
We've got it. Rhiannon, start praying, girl.
So we used to teach that when you had a home party, the first 3 people that ordered got their product right then. So you had 30 days on hand. Obviously, we're not doing that anymore. So what if all these stockpilers, the whole country of Australia, the stockpilers unite, and all they have to do is order 1 bottle Isogenesis, and they could make up their own 3 systems of forever packs on hand. So the first 3 people that said yes that night about
I know where Lenny's going with this. So because the price point is so low and it's so easy to have.
Yeah, and the first 3 people, so here's what you do: you say the first person that goes gets theirs tonight. They still sign up, and they still have it shipped, but it ships to your house. The forever pack ships. The first one ships to your house because they took theirs. They started that night. They measured that night. Hallelujah! It's brilliant, right? This is so brilliant.
Yeah.
You do shake samples that night, so they're going, and then you say, hey, the first person that gets 2, I'm going to come and do their first home meeting for them. That's how Hillary Courtney made Millionaire. She always had a 30-day setting out, and then she would take a value pack, or President's Pack back then, and then say the first 3 women that order their 30-day tonight, I'm going to come and do your first home party. But you guys, we can reinvent it right now and I used to always have, I knew what the flavor shake was. You'd be safe to do chocolate vanilla or strawberry, right? Because you can always swap those out later. It doesn't matter. But I would gift wrap them. I paid my daughters to gift wrap them. And so they would gift wrap them with a beautiful bow. And it was 2, and then you left that blank from you, and then forever, and the chocolate or vanilla or whatever it is, you write it. And so here's yours, because we believe it's a gift. And the more you had these around in your office, you knew you were giving a gift. And it was a subliminal, subconscious, beautiful thing to have 3 forever packs all ready to go. So the day you order it, I just hand it to you. So anyway, I think we should bring that back too. It's brilliant.
I love it. You guys love that? Yeah, I love it. It's good. And what it does is it really encourages people to have in-homes, which is, if we did that the other day at Sarah's, it would be bananas. Absolutely. Okay. Lenny, can you talk about quickly, I know that your Wi-Fi is gone, but just people starting on isogenesis, it's another question I've had. We've had a couple of people who have said that they don't want to do the shakes, and you know what? That's okay. But they want to do the isogenesis only. What kind of results are you seeing with people with that? Yeah. So I just said,
well, they're getting the best. Yeah, they're getting the best of the plant kingdom in their human body. It's the only telomere support on Earth. They're going to see some stuff like all the look. If the Forever Pack is the greatest alkalizer on Earth, there's no better way with the 1-2 punch of the isogenesis and the shake. I threw my shake somewhere here. Where is it? Anyway, you know what a shake looks like. Then you're getting the best 1 punch. You're just going to get the best 1 punch. You just don't get the second punch. So you're going to start, we don't know. We know that it has to work in the human body. It cannot not work. And it goes to work on the shortest telomeres first. And so, great things are going to happen. You're going to start to see cravings, energy, recovery. This is the go-to for faster recovery in the gym. Just make sure they still benchmark I'm calling it the Forever Plank at home parties from now on. I want to have it called ropes, rocks, circles, and planks. So I want everyone before they start to be timed on how long they can hold the dolphin plank, and then they do it once a week that's part of my 3-way welcome call. So by the 4th, they're like double their time in a plank, and they're like, what on earth? You're like, I know, right? You better get some ISA G because it's making you sexy, right? Yes. That's what's happening. So yes, ISA G is awesome. Dave MacArthur almost wishes that we only did it, but I don't, because the minerals and the branched chain amino acids, you just have to give more education. Anyone that only started on this, number one, absolutely did not watch the 22-minute video, and you somehow decided to lock up your tongue and not talk about the fact that every human is mineral deficient. So when you start talking about that and getting them with your passion to watch the 22-minute video, they're going to say yes to both the 1 and the 2 punch. But if they really just want to do this, it's the best thing they could do. I mean, the best thing they could do is Forever Pack. Yeah, Dave, I don't know. We might disagree, but I think the Forever Pack obviously is the thing that makes it so no-brainable.
Yeah.
You could take your brain out, and you don't need your brain because the shake makes it free. Well, the shake makes you save money, and then the circles can make you earn money. Remember, there's a difference between saving money, which you're going to do immediately, and then earning money, which the company really wants to do, but you're going to have to do a little bit for that. You're going to have to share, with your accountability friends. So, but I still think, it's ISA G is ISA G. It's number 1 most important. Number 2 is the shake. I'd say number 3, ionics. Number 4, cleanse. That's just Lenny Evans. I'm sure John Anderson would sign off on that if I called him right now, but.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Hey, Lenny, we are nearly at the top of the hour. Kim McPherson just had one question. She wanted to know when you start drawing circles and when you start drip feeding them more education after the welcome call. Just so you know what I've sort of said to everyone, I've said, guys, you be in contact with them as much as they want to, but at least every week, specifically. Really, I think once a week contacting your new Forever Packer at a bare minimum, but they should be on our cleanse page and plugged in, and whenever you think of them, be messaging them. But she wants to know, Kim, can you specifically ask it like what you exactly want to know?
Yeah, like when do you start like drawing circles? Speaking of like this is all after the welcome call, and they're busy getting their results and checking in to see how they're going with their journaling. So when do you start kind of bringing up getting paid, making sure they're in the ISA body, just like and drip feeding them with more information, like sending through more videos about anything?
Yeah, that's great, Kim. That's such a great question, because this is the, for me, and Dave MacArthur, I think it's a core principle of the Forever Pack is that our number one wealth is our health. So we don't want to lose that. We don't want to get too far ahead. We don't want to put the cart before the horse. And having said that, I think based on what Rachel taught Angel, what Angel's teaching me, what making me remember how I did it back in the day when it was simple, and that is at the time of enrollment, I would say would be the first perfect time at a minimum to say, hey, I know you just invested $212 and, the president, one of the founders of our company just launched an initiative, and I would be remiss if I didn't show you real quick how you could make back that right away just by doing this. Whether you do it or not, that's up to you, but I want you to take out a piece of paper and draw circles with me right now. Like, I think that is when I would do it, so that when the welcome call rolls around, the new welcome call template, because of Rachel, thank you, is going to have that question, has your leader already shown you through how to earn this money? Because it needs to happen. And if they say, oh, yes, they did, I'm so excited about that, I already have one enrolled. You already have one enrolled? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let's just enroll another one, like that's where I think that, the best part is that you get to eat for free. Rachel's trying to bring that back to us. And so I think I'm really waking up to that, making sure that they know. Now, whether or not they pull the trigger has nothing to do with us. We are just the messenger. And how dare we only share the message? There's three things here. There's the best of the plant kingdom. There's the best of the rock and mineral kingdom. And there's the best for eating for free kingdom. I don't know what we're going to call that third one yet, but eat for free kingdom, residual income kingdom, get your products paid for kingdom, eventually time freedom kingdom, but we got to get there, but we got to expose it. Again, it's just a series. So maybe, Kim, that's going to be a feeling for you, but at least making people aware. And that's the word. We want to make people aware what's possible by just sharing with two people for the first time ever. I would bring it up this way for now. I think the revolution starts right here, right now, tonight with us. And we say, for the first time in history, in 17 years, our corporate attorneys are allowing us to say, you can actually eat for free. And I need to show you why. And here it is. You share with two. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. And that's it. And then you just say, you don't even go to manager first. You just go consultant. That's $195. That's $170 plus $25 coupon. $195 right there. It's when the real work happens, when you get them to share it with their two. That is some work, obviously, but we have to start the conversation, and then that takes them to 620. In what world do you become a profitable business that quickly? No world. I opened up 300 restaurants, It took me a year to get profitable. We're showing people how to get in the black like this. And so I just think, Kim, it will be a personal, I would follow Rachel. Again, I'm going to default back to Rachel right now, that Rachel is really stepping up and leading my team and helping us lead this movement. And I'm just so honored to be like with you and learning. I get the most out of these because I get to put everything that's happening now into a system, and you guys are really helping pave the way. So I think as far as that goes, the more touches, the more brushes. Remember, we're messengers. And what if we only shared part of the message? That would make us a shitty messenger. I think a really worthy messenger isn't worried about, whether you're a hot mess or not a hot mess, you're a hot messenger. And being a hot messenger, the message is hot. The message is sexy. So we got to make sure that they know Plant Kingdom. Now hold on, that was just a phone call. But the Plant Kingdom, the Mineral Kingdom, and now this ability to make a real difference with the vision statement of Isogenics. Really, let's be messengers of the vision of Isogenics to impact world health and free people from pain. Physical pain, Plant Kingdom, Mineral Kingdom; financial pain, residual income kingdom. We have the best of all three. No company has ever said this before. And so I think that we honor the vision by helping people fix both pains, physical pain and financial pain, and in the process become the most trusted and respected network marketing company in the world. I mean, that just has a ring to it. It gives me God bumps right now. And when you get God bumps, you know what's about to happen. Everybody's about to make a lot more money. So let's double our cycles.
So the biggest thing that comes up to me is if they don't know that they can get their products for free, eat for free, they don't know. It's up to us to tell them and to start planting the seeds. And
Yes.
The seeds are ready when they're ready. They grow when they grow.
Well,
they grow when they're when they're ready, but we need to plant them. And the sooner you plant them, and I just come back to Lenny, what you said, when was the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the next best time? Plant it now. So I think, I'm going to do a whole training on creating consultants on the Forever Pack on Monday night. And it will be recorded for our team. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't taking away from the principles that have made this so successful.
We're adding to the the principle, Rachel. We're adding to it, and no, nothing can grow unless it's planted. I love how you said it. A seed can't grow unless it's planted. We have to plant. And that is so good.
And Lenny, if I had a girlfriend and she wanted to wait until she didn't even know that she could share this with me, and she was over there improving her health and rocking out this Forever Pack thing, and the girl didn't even tell her that I could do this too. Are you serious? I'd be so angry. So I just think you tell them that you get excited, you tell them that they can get their products for free right at the start, you draw the circles, and then when they get started, you ask them, it's accountability. Do you have anyone that would like to join you for accountability on this program? And then on the welcome call, again, we broach it. That's a couple of seeds. If they're not if they don't want to do it, they don't have to.
Yeah, and I want to say this too, though. There's a nuance here. There's a real nuance on planting the seed of circles before they start.
Yeah.
Before their box comes, and it's all about that three-way welcome call, because of the genius of what's coming. Within days, they are going to have their first testimony is going to be a testimony of the fact that they're saving time because they're journaling and they're going, holy I'm saving time. Like they say it. So they already have a testimony. So now they're already thinking about, who else can I help save time? But wait, there's more. It's like that commercial. They're saving money on the meal itself. So they're already knowing within a day or two, like if they replaced dinner one time and dinner was 20 and we were 5, that's a $15 saving. That's $15 in the jar. Hello. It's crazy, right?
So I've got a script here. Let's get you an accountability partner to ensure your success and cut your costs down. Can you think of anybody?
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So,
And that's planting that seed so beautifully. So by the time they're getting a testimony, they're going to be ready. The next step after that welcome call, they're going to probably be ready to write their top 10 rock stars down and get calling people. See that in that testimony phase, you guys, Kim, this is the magic. In that week between welcome call, or week or two between welcome call and Freedom Day call, there is so much work to do. That's where the work, you're helping them get a testimony. You're helping them, little by little. I mean, and Rachel, you probably need to diagram this out and see when it's appropriate to sign up IsaBody Challenge. I don't think this should be done all at the same time, but I think there should be steps to Isa Life app, IsaBody Challenge. Now that they're starting to feel so much better and they're getting a testimony in 3 different ways: time, money, health. Oh man. And don't forget, I'm having people buy the pH test strips. I dropped it somewhere, but the pH test strips, because they're seeing with their own eyes that their alkalinity is rising. It's revolutionary. But then I tell them, but make sure you're journaling, because the real proof of the alkalinity improvement is in the way you crave food. You're going to stop craving processed food and start craving organic, yummy food. You watch, you journal. So again, back to that. So they're really seeing this thing happen, and it's happening from the inside out. It's happening from the inside out. And that's why it works. It's not a diet. We're not talking about what they should and shouldn't eat. Never. We're not lifestyle. We're not health coaches anymore.
yeah.
And that's why it's working. That's why it's working.
Yeah.
It's
So Isa Life app goes in the welcome message that we send them with their password and their login. And because the retention is up if they have that app, and you just check in, did you download the app? Done. And then with the IsaBody Challenge, it's going to be added to the Isa Life app very soon. So it's going to make it much easier. Travis Garza has said the enrollment process for IsaBody is like so much easier once it's on the app, and that's coming. And then the sooner you get them in, the better, because that first, America may be different, but you want your first month, you want your first results from the very start. Like, you don't start something halfway in. If you're starting a challenge, you do it right at the start. You don't wait for 30 days. And then, and we're setting a standard, and then what you said, like, so Isa Life app for the welcome message, and then the IsaBody Challenge on the welcome call. When you're doing your testimony, you're telling them to take photos. Make sure you add them. Make sure you add them to the IsaBody Challenge. And then just a bit of verbiage, and we're good. So, hey, Lenny, I don't want to take up much.
Oh, you know what?
I
added to the test the welcome call taking pictures, and specifically because of the IsaBody Challenge. That's genius. And can you make one note though, that when you do get them to do the Isa Life app, that you immediately teach them how to make a Forever Pack in there, right? Because that's critical, guy. Because if they have that with like both chocolate vanilla, both vanilla, chocolate strawberry, like maybe 4 Forever Pack configurations already set up, that just makes it simple. Our whole point is we're trying to simplify this thing, right?
It's really clunky, Lenny, to get somebody, like, I've got a girl who's her 3rd month, and trying to get her to even help someone get started, it's clunky. I'm better to send her a pack from my back office, my link, and just change the enrolling sponsor. Again, we just want to keep it really simple for them.
Okay. Well, anyway, your help on that will help us. So just help us make that as simple as possible. And then if you need me to talk to whoever to make it less clunky, we got to make it less clunky.
Oh, Lenny, we're recording. I don't want to say anything.
Look at this. Look at me. Here, guys. I don't want to let this